Many of you may have had AP Human Geography last year. And if so, the short answer questions, or SAQs as they're also called, that you will answer in AP World History should look somewhat familiar to you, as they are formulated in much of the same way as your FRQ questions were from last year. One very important thing to remember that unlike the other types of constructed response questions in AP World History, SAQs are not essays. Therefore, there is no need to develop a thesis statement or claim. In other words, you should just simply answer the prompts. This must be done briefly but in enough detail in order to answer all parts of the question. As you can see with the example provided here, there will be 3 parts to every question. Some will include a stimulus, which will be either a brief excerpt from a primary source or a figure such as a chart or map that accompanies the questions. Whether or not a stimulus is included does not change the methods for answering these questions. Remember that you should not answer in one large paragraph, but should answer each of these as separate prompts and to label your answers as they are in the question itself. The good thing about being able to do these things is that it gives students a good foundation of skills that will help them later in constructing an evidence-based argumentative essay that is transferable for use with answering the LEQs and DBQs. When answering SAQs, a great method to use is topic sentence, evidence, and analysis, or TEA. Begin your answer of each part of the SAQ with a topic sentence that restates the important portions of the prompt. This keeps us on topic and helps to ensure that we are answering the question that we have been given. Next, provide evidence in support of your topic sentence that is as specific to the content as possible. Finally, you need to analyze by explaining how your evidence proves your topic sentence. We can see this example in the sample question provided. Identify one benefit of the transfer of crops and or domesticated animals during the Columbian exchange for the populations involved, and its sample response. There were many benefits of the transfer of crops during the Columbian exchange. For example, maize and potatoes were introduced to Europe from the Americas. The introduction of these 2 items benefited Europeans by diversifying their diets and therefore increasing their lifespan. This is technically a little more information than you need to get the point for this question on the AP exam. However, by focusing on a topic sentence, we have kept the necessary direction of the response. By providing evidence, we have identified the benefit of the transference of crops and livestock between the old and new worlds. And by analyzing how this evidence proves the assertions in our original topic sentence, we have given a proper explanation of the information that we have provided. The short answer questions section of the exam will consist of 3 separate SAQ questions with 3 separate parts counting 1 point apiece, making the section as a whole being worth 9 total points. This section will count as 20% of your total score for the AP World History exam. Now that you have been acquainted with the process of answering SAQs, please take time to practice these skills with the use of the practice FRQ provided from the information that we are currently covering in our intro unit. Please be prepared to discuss your response in class.